already knew I was going to be clutching my pearls from the trailer. And yeah, it delivered. Hey you guys, it's me, it's Nita, and I'm back for another movie review. The movie that I'm reviewing today is Let Him Go. It is a new drama thriller mystery that is set in the 1960s. It is in theaters November 6th, 2020. It is directed by Thomas Bezula. Don't really know if I butchered that or not. He is known for Monte Carlo and The Family Stone. This movie is based on a novel by Larry Watson. It is starring Kevin Costner and Diane Lane and a host of other people. A synopsis is: a retired sheriff and wife grieving over the death of their son finds that the widow marries into a dangerous family living off the grid, and as they set out to find their grandson after seeing them being abused and abducted by an abusive family. And that is all I'm going to say without getting to any spoilers. This is a spoiler-free review, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for clicking on the video. What I normally like to do is tell you what I liked about the movie, some mixed aspects of the movie if applicable, and the bad and what I didn't like about the movie. And then I also give you a rating, a critical rating, and then I also give you 3 recommendations of other movies that's in the vein of Let Him Go. Okay, so let's start with the good, shall we? The good is the lead casting. Yes. The only reason why I was here for this movie, well, actually the trailer was really, really good. It really made you feel like, ooh, I want to see that. And then when you see your leads, Mr. Kevin Costner and Miss Diane Lane, the veterans that they are, they played another married couple in Man of Steel. They was Clark Kent's parents. Yep. So anyway, this movie kind of puts you in the mindset of a Western. Like, it kind of took place in a Western era, something like that. So I think it's 1960s. The tone was kind of like Western. They did a really good job, like, in a way, you know that they've been a couple that was married for a long time. Kevin Costner is a man of few words. He didn't really do a lot of talking in this movie. Diane Lane carried this movie on her back, and it was just the stares and the way they looked at each other was they had their own communication. Like, they already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, after being with somebody for 30 years, you could just give somebody a look like, or, that look. You can give somebody a look and the person got it. Like, I got you. We here. So I really like that aspect of them. Like I said, he was a man of few words and he didn't have much. But Diane Lane, I really enjoyed her character. She was the heart and soul of the movie. Kevin Costner's performance in the third act, while he was a man of few words, but he had enough within the script to justify where the movie took it in the third act and how heavy that stuck with us and how emotional it made us feel. He was phenomenal in the third act. Okay, so let me tell you the good about this movie. Good is the way it shifted tones, and we were like dead set in a thriller. Like, almost, like for black people, how like if you in the South or something, like if you was in Jim Crow era and you was outside of where you was supposed to be, like that kind of tension, like in Lovecraft Country, like when you go somewhere and you don't know if you're supposed to be there and all that. Yeah. So it was a whole lot of moments of tension. They did a really good job at building the tension of this sinister family that the daughter-in-law married into. And so yeah, it was really tension filled, and I was like on the edge of my seat, and I was scared for them. I was scared, Lord Jesus, I was scared. And so that moves us into the bad. The bad for me is, like I'm always saying, that I feel like they missed an opportunity for character development. Now, it's fine. It's fine for you to say that this is a sinister family, but why? Why is the family sinister? Like, I had no problem with their performance. Matter of fact, put the family's performance, put that in the good. Everybody was on point with acting. I totally believe that this family was who they said they was, but they never said or they never showed who the family was. So there's that. So we don't know. We just know that they're like kind of connected in the city, and they may be doing some things or paying some people. Like, we don't know. They didn't let us know. And that is really what seals it with just basically my bad. It was very surface level, while you had the people going there in their performance to give you and convince you of who they are. I felt like that's another thing. The pacing in the beginning of the movie, had they not drawn out some of those things, they could have focused more on why this happened. Why this happened. Like, and it doesn't have to be long and drawn out. Like, there's a way of doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not saying you need a longer movie. We just need more quality within the movie that we're given. Like, some things, like, we understand that you're grieving. I don't think that the whole thing, the pacing of the first and second act, how they kept on lingering on the son's death, R.I.P. I understand that he is gone and no longer with us. But if you're not going to show anything, there's no use of scenes that we keep seeing that, this happened and that happened. And like, it doesn't serve the story. Put in the movie what serves the story. And yeah, I hate to have to go on that tangent, but I really love the movie. But it wasn't so egregious in this one because of the performances of the villains that really kind of drove it there. And they kind of touched on it, like with the different people in the town, and this is a wee boy and this a wee boy, and they'll find you, and you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they kind of alluded to something, but I just really wish I would have saw a little bit something just more definitive. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. So, that is my review for Let Him Go. I really thought it was a really, really good movie. I was really, really invested, even though the lack of some character development. Our veteran leads was able to carry the story in the first act, and once we ratcheted up that tension for the third act, and we went all the way to a whole nother genre without it being jarring. It took you aback, but we were heading toward this, but I didn't think we were going to get there, and how we got there, and how it played out. But anyway, I give this movie a B+ or a 3 and 7.5 stars out of 5. 3.75. Want to say 3.5, but I think I'll give it 3.75. So, yes. And 3 movies that I recommend if you enjoyed Let Him Go. The movies are... We're going to start it off with 2013's Henry Cavill's Man of Steel. Kevin Costner and Diane Lane played his parents. Then we're going to have a Diane Lane favorite of mine, Unfaithful. Came out in 2002 with Richard Gere and herself. She garnered an Oscar nomination for her performance. And rounding it out with 1992's The Bodyguard with the late, great Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. On social, I'm on Nita Bougie on Twitter and Boss Lady Nita Boo on Instagram. The links are there in the description. And until the next time, bye.